to the infra space, PNC Infratech fell nearly 14% in trade yesterday. Today also it's down around 3%, 3 odd percent, there you go, 3.6 odd percent. And this is on the back of its Uttar Pradesh project completion. But there is more to this. There are few concerns revolving around the stock, which might have a negative impact. And Anushi joins us with a bull and bear case on PNC Infratech. Anushi, tell us, what's kind of, pulling the stock in two directions.
Well, thanks for that, Mahima. So if you look at PNC Infratech, the stock was over 14% in trade yesterday. This was after it completed one of its bigger projects that's in Uttar Pradesh as we speak. So we'll start off with that bull case scenario in mind. So the subsidiary had completed a 738 crore in Uttar Pradesh unit. So that is why we were seeing the surge in trade yesterday. However, the stock has corrected in today's trading session. So it's very important to keep in mind of the several aspects that continue to remain as an overhang for the company. Now, the government had disqualified, the road ministry had disqualified the company for an order bid participation for next 1 year. Now, this was pertaining to the ongoing CBI investigations that took place in June as well, because of which they were debarred from taking orders for the next 1 year onwards. In fact, even if you look at what has happened, they had also filed for an appeal in which Delhi Head Court had dismissed PNC Infratech's petition against the ban by Road Ministry. But you know what is substantial in this 1 year period that we are looking at? It is that when the CBI allegations, when there was like bribery allegations against other infra names like GR Infra, Ashoka Buildcon and Dilip Buildcon, they were also projected for these bans earlier, but this was for a 30, 45 days or 120 days of ban that we are looking at. So 1 year for PNC Infra is on a substantial scale as compared to these other infra players. Second point, if we are to see, now we'll start off with a bear case scenario in mind, is pace of order inflows are expected to slow down with this development coming in, as they will not be able to bid from this vertical from the road for the road projects going forward. So just to give a perspective, 33% of their order backlog was from Ministry of Road, Transport and Highways, and this was from NHAI. So future trajectory over here remains uncertain. Even if we look at the past 1.5 years, the order bidding from this side has been on the muted side for last 1.5 years. So there were expectations of revival in H2 onwards, which the company will not be able to take advantage of. On the bull side, though, they have not cut down their guidance for the year in terms of order inflow. They've maintained the 13 to 15,000 crore of order inflow guidance. They've secured around 6,700 crore of orders and expect 6,000 crore of orders from authorities and proponents other than the road ministry. So we'll definitely keep a watch out for that, as they'll have to ramp up their order from there on. Currently, they have around bidding of 25,000 crores also. So this would be something to keep mind for. Now, the revenue guidance, considering that this order, they have seeing the order inflow is on such a overhang for the company, they've cut their revenue guidance by 20% for FY25. However, on the bull side, they expect the FY26 number at 30% plus revenue growth. So what is interesting to note here is that muted earnings growth is expected for the business, and this is on the stock re-rating plans which are happening. So that would definitely be a factor to be watched out for. Even though they are bidding for these 25,000 crore worth of projects, they need to ensure that the success ratio from these bids are comparatively higher, as one of the major verticals which constituted about 33% of the order book is not there. Which brings us to our final point of bear case scenario and bull case scenario. While the stock PE in the bull case scenario is trading at about 9.7 times. This is versus the 3-year average of 13 times. This is also the back of de-rating that we are seeing on the fundamental business of companies. Several brokerages, after the announcement came in October 24 on this 1-year ban, have also cut their EPS estimates. So a PE ratio is something that we should not be watching out for the company. Stock itself has been down around 25% since the ban has happened, and further down today in trade. So PE de-rating is definitely, further PE rating definitely on cards. So this is the overall picture that we are looking for PNC Infratech.